guys, it's GameFacer and welcome back to episode 23 of my Arsenal career mode. Now today, I've finished the season for my first year as Arsenal manager, and basically now we have the Euros to do with Spain. For those of you who don't know, I am also the Spain manager as well, so I've got the Euros to do, and hopefully, we've got an interesting group. I've got Italy, Northern Ireland and Austria, so it's an interesting one. Italy obviously the main competitors in that group, but I'm hoping that we can win the Euros. We obviously have to sim quite a lot of days, but I do have to also submit my final squad as well, which is very tough because I'm leaving a lot of big names out, as you can see on the right hand side, the current players that are not in the squad. So I need to have a quick look through and decide on the team. I usually go with 8 defenders, so that's about right at the moment. Martinez, will he get into the side? Raul Albiol will actually be dropped, I think. Do I put in this player I've never heard of, who's 26, or I'll put in Martinez, who I have heard of and actually looks a better player? So we'll chuck him in there. Anybody else that I'm actually interested in? I want to put Bellerin in the side, so I feel a bit harsh leaving DeMarcos out. That's my only problem. I know that obviously Bellerin is an Arsenal player, and that's the only reason why I'm not going to put him in this team. Because he's an Arsenal player, I want to give him a big rest and make sure he's fine for the season ahead for me. I'm going to be a little bit selfish with that one and basically go ahead with that. Koke, does he need to be in the team? Do I need him in the side? I'm not really too sure, to be honest. We will be playing with wingers, but will we need Koke? Oh, it's such a tough decision. I don't think I'm going to go ahead with that one. Thiago might also miss out as well, to be honest, because we don't have any other spaces for him, unless I get rid of Juan Mata, which is likely, to be honest, because I don't really think I'll use him at right mid. So, do I get rid of Juan Mata and get in Thiago? But saying I do have a lot of centre mids already, it's so tricky to know whether to do it or not. And I don't think I am actually. I've changed my mind yet again. I'm not going to go ahead with that. But the most difficult decision I probably have is deciding what to do with Alcacer, is it how you pronounce his name? He is 83 overall and looks a talented player. We need him in the squad, but we can't fit him in anywhere. I don't know how we can't, but we just can't. Do I need 3 keepers? That's what I've got to kind of ask myself. I don't think I do, to be honest. But it is a bit risky if one does get injured. Not likely, but could happen. And I am going to risk it and get rid of Lopez out the side and bring in Alcacer and hopefully try and maybe not get the goalkeeper injured. That's the aim anyway. Now, we are going to go with that as my squad. I think that's going to be my final team. There's probably a lot of players that you're not happy about me not including, but that's the way it's going to be, sadly. I'm just going to have to go with that team now, and we've submitted it. So, yeah, let's move on to the Euros, and hopefully everything's plain sailing. But first, we do have a few things to look at. The youth player does want out for Arsenal. This is Liam. Not even going to try and pronounce his surname. He wants out. He wants his contract to be cancelled, I believe. Where is he? This guy here. No, not really good enough, is he, to be honest. I'm just going to release him. Don't really need him. Not desperate for him, so no point promoting him if he's not ready. We will promote this Jamie Reid guy, though. He does look decent. We'll try and give him a 2-year contract with £500 a week. We will quickly just go through the players, so we'll be back in a second once I've decided on them. Okay, these are the 5 players I've gone for, mainly just really young players, to be honest, and hopefully going to try and get them growing nicely. Chuck Soligan there at the end, just because I'm so desperate for him to be a really quality keeper, and at the moment he does look like he will be that, because I think he's still about 15 years old, and yet he's 60 overall, so I'll happily have him into my squad once he's eventually ready to be promoted. But we do quickly again have to do player development, and again it will be the exact same players. Solly's gone up 9 overalls since he got into my youth academy, so really happy about that. And Tans has gone up to 56 overall, but yeah, he looks a really good player as well, actually. So really looking forward to hopefully incorporating him into my cup team. Again, depends on the youth players I have available. So we've got a lot of players returning from loan, as you can see here. A lot of them will be sold, to be honest. I can't see myself being able to use many of them. But anyway, we do have Jamie Reid, as I was saying before. He has been promoted. He's 57 overall. I think he looks pretty decent. He's 5'8". He's not massive, but I don't really have too many tall players I've got through the youth academy, so I'm pretty happy with that one, to be honest. And we have some player contracts that are expiring. Desperately need to sign some of these players up again. Toriel, I don't think he'll be signing, to be honest. He's 21 years old, not quite good enough at this stage. Same with Wellington Silva. 75 overall, but he's 23 years old, not good enough again. Arteta will be signed up, but on a 1-year deal, I think. He wants 80 grand, so I'm just going to go ahead with it. I know 80 grand is way too much, really, for him per week, but I just want to get him in the team still. I want to keep on using him because he does seem a very good player, so I want to try and keep him. On the other hand, Thomas Rosicky, you're going. You're not signing a new contract with me, so goodbye. We do have a quick little thing to look at. Ward-Prowse wants to leave, so that is not good news for us. Hopefully try and get him into the team more often next season, but it's so difficult when you have such world-class players in the squad. And we have Mikel Arteta accepting the new contract, which is very good news for us. Again, we'll train the players, go for the exact same 5 again, hopefully get some decent growth on them yet again. And look at this, they're flying up in overall, solid up to 62 overall now. This is incredible, he's still going up in overall. And I think, is that 10 overalls or 11 now that he's gone up since I promoted him? It's 11, that is absolutely incredible. Looks a very good player. His value's gone up 471%. That is pretty decent. I've got an email here, as you can see, from Theo Walcott wanting to discuss wages. No doubt he'll want a massive wage increase. And he wants a 60 grand increase. Okay, that is very unrealistic. Although saying actually, he's Arsenal's most paid player, I think. I'm pretty sure he's Arsenal's most paid player in real life, so maybe it's a little bit more realistic than I thought. But again, we'll train some more players and hopefully get them going up in overalls. I'm not really too sure how much. And again, look at that, Tanza. He's gone up to 57 overall. This is brilliant. They just keep on flying up, my youngsters. Need Middleton to kind of follow in the same footsteps as Solly. Finally, we got there to the European Championships. The first game is against Northern Ireland, so a fairly easy one to kick off with. And Theo Walcott has accepted the contract that I just gave to him. So yeah, really should be one that we try and win this, really. Against Northern Ireland, it's a winnable match. I will change on the formation to one I'm more comfortable with. And I'll be back in a second once I've decided on the first team that I'll be putting out for the very first game of this group stage. This is the team I've gone with, and I'm a little bit annoyed, to be honest. I can't fit in all my best players. There's just too many good players for Spain in order to be able to fit them all in. So I've put Navas in there, which you might be wondering why I've done that. That's because I need someone with pace out wide. And he has got loads of it, obviously, as well. Especially with having David Silva, Fabregas, and Iniesta and Busquets, who aren't really that fast, to be honest. So we need some pace going forward. That's the bench. Cazorla doesn't get into the team somehow. And Alcesa and Mata don't even get onto the bench. So that tells you how strong this team is. We are on the home side, so I may as well sim this one, to be honest, the opening match against Northern Ireland. Hopefully no injuries. I will be playing the next match, though, I believe, which we can hopefully get ourselves a win as well. I really just need an opening win, and Lafferty's gone and scored. Costa with the equaliser, though. That's good news for us. And we are now 40 minutes in, so we desperately need another one. We're into the second half. Cazorla on, Fabregas off, and 60 minutes in, 30 minutes remaining now. Hopefully get ourselves a second. Oh, thank God for that. Costa gets the second goal. And have we won the game? Surely we have. 2 when it finishes. We just about win this match. Again, some more players to do player drills with. It just seems to come around so quickly at this stage of the season. Again, we've got some of the attributes going up in overall, which is very good. And let's move on to the next match. And the next match is against Austria. We are going to play this one. Hopefully get ourselves another 3 points and try and stay at the top of our group. And yeah, it's going to be 4 minutes. We're on world class, remember, so it's going to be a fairly tough match, even though it is Austria. So yeah, let's see how we get on. I'm interested to see how this team actually plays, because I've not really played with it that often. I can't really remember the last time I did play with it, so I just really need to get to grips with this side pretty quickly. Probably should have done a few practice games or friendlies beforehand in order to get used to the team. No way. We've got the breakthrough goal. That's the first shot. Oh, we've been the dominant team, and 22 minutes in, they take the lead. And yeah, that is not good. I don't know who scored the goal, to be honest. I don't know many of the Austrian players, if I'm completely honest with you. But they have nodded it down and basically just smashed it in the back of the net past David De Gea somehow. And they are winning 1-0. And that was it for the first half, for losing the game 1-0. Very, very bad from us. Really didn't do very well towards the end of that first half. Not good enough at all. And the main issue is we've got nobody going forward. Like, we were trying to defend, and we've got everyone behind the ball and no one to pass it to once we try and break again. So it's really not worked out, whatever's happened. And I need to get rid of the players on the pitch that aren't really doing the job. And the main player really is David Silva. He's not really doing the job I'm wanting him to be doing. And I'm also going to get rid of Fabregas, because he's been pretty much completely absent from this game. I'm not afraid to do that because I do have a lot of decent players on the bench. So I'm going to bring on Isco. Hopefully he'll improve things. Oh, no way. Arnautovic still going. Good save from David De Gea, but they've got the follow-up. I can't believe that. He's outstrengthed Sergio Ramos. I mean, look at this. It's just so poor. Really bad. And that is not good news for us at all. 62 minutes in. Again, we've been absolutely shocking. Really, really poor in the second half. We can't keep the ball. Worst bit is we can't win it back either. We don't have enough pace in the team in order to win the ball back. And we're just really struggling. It's absolutely terrible from us at the moment. Navas cuts inside, and that is pathetic. Okay, I need to make a change. We're going to keep Navas on. I won't just take him off for that. We're going to have to take off Costa. He's been awful. He has been so bad, Diego Costa, that I'm going to have to sub him again. And yeah, I think we're just going to have to hope for the best, really, with 20 minutes left. Why the hell is Sergio Ramos taking this? We need him in the middle. Get Pedro taking it. Oh, there's not even any height in there. We're just going to have to play it short again. Come on. Navas still going here. So, oh, go on. Oh, that's rubbish. You need to make the keeper do more than that. Oh, they're holding it in the corner. It's not like I can win the game anymore. For God's sake. Who would do this at 2-0 up? Come on. Oh my God. What the hell is happening? We can't win back the ball. I've said this so many times in both career modes I've done. How is everyone else winning back the ball? I just can't win it back from the computer. Oh my God, that's my only option to actually get rid of the ball, and it's a red probably. So frustrating. I feel like resigning from Spain. It's so annoying. Fix the game. Oh my God. Why the hell does it do that? Lost the game 2-0. Oh, I'm so close to just resigning because that was such a frustrating game. I don't want to play with Spain anymore in this competition. I obviously need to play with them again in the competition, but I'm just going to have to change it to professional because I can't play another game like that. It's painful to play. I want to play a game and enjoy it, not have to struggle every time I try and win back the ball. I will change around the team. Hopefully we've got a good enough side out there to try and beat Italy, hopefully. Okay, this team I've gone with and basically brought in Carvajal. I've also changed Fabregas to a centre mid. Pocazola at a kind of a centre attacking mid position. I've also brought in Juan Mata. And other than that, it's pretty much the exact same team. That's the bench I've gone with. I'm still not 100% sure whether I should sim this or not. I really don't feel like playing another game after that disastrous match. Do I sim it? We are the home team there. I think I'm going to sim the match. Just let me win the match. Come on. Please. We're winning 1-0. David Silva, 6 minutes in. That's more like the start I wanted. Come on. Let's get a second now. It doesn't generally happen with this team. We generally go and concede again. But Costa has made it 2-0 this time in the 39th minute. And Balotelli's made it 2-1, so that is not good. We're bound to concede, but this time Juan Mata's come back and he's scored a goal for us. It's now 3-1 with 5 minutes to go, and that is it. We've won the game 3-1. We did, however, get an injury with Sergio Busquets, which isn't very good. No doubt it'll probably be a really long one, and he's probably now out of all the tournament as well. And we'll have a little look. Anyway, I've got a performance review scheduled with the board of directors about my Arsenal job. I'm not even definitely going to be the Arsenal manager next season. That's the worrying bit. We don't 100% know yet. I haven't had a disastrous season, so I'm hoping that I'm okay, really. Busquets is only out for 3 days as well, so that should be okay for the next round. Okay, due to the 3 games I've played, I'm now second in the group, and we actually didn't have a very good goal difference. It was only 1. Italy had the best goal difference, therefore they go through top, and we are in second place, which means I think we will play the harder of the 2 possible teams that we could play. Maybe it's, I don't know whether it's Group B that Group A plays, I'm not 100% sure really. Where are England? They got through, or I think it looks like they're going through anyway. It's kind of in the balance a little bit at the moment. Hopefully get some more growth going. We'll go the exact same 5 players as I have been for quite a while now, and try and get them up in overalls. And again, they're just flying up, these youngsters. It's brilliant to see Middleton this time going up to a 53 overall, whilst the other youngsters stayed the same. Finally, we've got to the point where I can end the season, but first I have to tell you that we've actually got Belgium in the quarterfinals of the European Championship. So it's a tough match, obviously, against Belgium. One that I'm hoping we can win. But first we do have the Arsenal performance thing back, and basically they've said that they set the target to win the Premier League. It wasn't the season we were all hoping for. It was always going to be tough. Again, that was not as they'd hoped. Okay, it has to be competitive both domestically and internationally, but that is the challenge that our manager has to face. Should we qualify for Europe again next season, I'll trust you be more successful. We'd hope for better from the team in the domestic cup this season. Okay, so not massively positive that. I think it's kind of 50-50 as well to whether I get sacked. I'm hoping that I'll be fine, but I didn't even think about that, to be honest, at the start of this episode. It's only now that I've really thought, will I get sacked? Let's have a little look. Oh my god, will I still be in a job? Let's see. I'm really worried, actually. It's the first time I've actually completed a season on FIFA 16, by the way. I know we are a couple of months into FIFA 16, but this is actually the first season I've completed, so I'm hoping that everything just goes plain sailing for us, but we'll just have to find out, I think. Okay, it looks like I've remained as the Arsenal manager, which is good news. Basically, I've got a domestic cup objective as winning the cup, as you'd probably expect, and the budget of 75 million. I will take that. The reason why it is quite high is because I had 50 million to carry over from last season. Obviously, not all of it carries over. It's a percentage of that, but 50 million is a big chunk I had left over. So quite a high percentage of that, I think, was transferred over onto the season as well. So 75 million can get me quite a few decent players. And my league objective is to win the league, as you probably expect. And we'll move on to the training, and then that'll be it for this episode. And these are the 5 players I've gone for. Changed it around a little bit this week. Hopefully we can again get some decent growth. Guy is getting towards the next overall, and so is Chambers. But this time it's Jackson that's gone up. And he has gone up to, is it 52 overall? It is. Nearly 53 actually, so he's going up quite nicely there. Obviously not doing quite as well as Solly has been, but still looks to be doing pretty decent. The transfer window is open, so I will welcome your transfer targets that you've put obviously in the comments. Let me know of those, and I'll try and sign some of them. Let's just quickly have a look at what are we doing. I don't always go for the most money because we do have the harder teams obviously in that one. So I'm actually going to go for the lower money one. It's 8 million still, and there's only 600 grand in it really, isn't there? 700 grand, something like that. So I may as well just go for the Champions Trophy. I'm not really that bothered about the extra 700 grand, to be honest. So I'll just go for the cheaper one. Pre-contract arrival of... Oh, forgot about these players. Feghouli has joined us on pre-contract arrival. Well, on pre-contract agreement, I suppose. And so has Ngulu. So I completely forgot about both of those players. So very good signings already. And they're expecting me to win the Champions Cup. Not really too sure about that happening. It'll be a tough task. Let's have a look at my 2 new players. Feghouli is 83 overall. Let me know in the comments also if I'm mispronouncing that. It wouldn't surprise me if I am. But again, it looks a very good player, and that is already a backup player to Alexis Sanchez. So really happy with that signing. And Ngulu is potentially Per Mertesacker's replacement. I think he will be, to be honest. I know he's not particularly tall, but he's the right overall, isn't he? And already does look a very good player. So really happy with those 2 signings already. And that is it for this episode, guys. I will be playing, obviously, the Belgium game in the next episode. And obviously, don't forget to leave your suggestions for players to try and sign in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this, then please get the thumbs up button and also subscribe as well. It'd be really appreciated. Let's go hit 20 likes on this video. And also, don't forget to go hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.